I cut the check, I cut the check, I cut the check. Tell my niggas we up next, so we up next. She shot a text, she shot a text, she shot a text. Kill the I might put the different day, put a nigga on that same shit. I've been ballin' with my niggas, Kevin Cambridge. Oh, you drippy, but you better tuck your chain quick.
Alright, man, what's up, man? We back with another episode Between the Lines, guys. First off, I want to say R.P. Kobe, his birthday was yesterday, and today's Kobe Day, 8/24. So R.P. Kobe, rest in peace, GG. Rest in peace to the Altabelli family, and I think the other family that was on a helicopter crash was like the Mausers. Rest in peace to all of them. Yeah, this is R.P. Kobe. Happy birthday. Love you. I tried to get his shoes this morning. These sneaker apps are terrible. Like, you gotta, they sold out, and I'm dead serious, they sold out in 2 minutes. I was sitting on my phone. I asked my boss. He's a sneakerhead, so he understood. I was like, yo, I know we working, but at 10 o'clock, I'm gonna be on my phone trying to get these shoes. I was there. Had the information, everything in there. And then as soon as I pressed enter, a minute later, they was like, they sold out. I was like, how? Like, that's stupid. And I know when they come back again, they gonna be like $300-something. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not paying that. It was $180. I was gonna pay that, but not $300. But like I said, man, RP to him. But let's get straight into it, man. The NBA is going crazy. NBA is going crazy. Let's not even shy away from it. LUKA is the best player in the NBA right now. I don't want to hear nothing from it. LeBron's not playing that good. Dame cooled down. AD hasn't really playing that good. Giannis still doing his thing, but they still looking questionable against the Magic. Yeah, just LUKA the best player in the league right now. Let's just start over. This is his second year in the league. His second year in the league, his first playoff series, he's averaging 31 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists in his first playoff. They are a 7 seed. The team that they're facing is the Clippers, a team that a lot of people have won in the championship this year. Well, I thought that series was going to be over in 5. It's 2-2, so it has to go to 6. And to me, I think it's going to 7. But it's 2-2. LUKA is dominating the Clippers. And the thing that's so amazing to me is, if you don't know LUKA, he's not like no fast player. He's not gonna He's not gonna run with you. He's more like a little Europe, like most European players are. They just so skillful, and that's his game. He's skillful, it's slow. So he plays at his own pace, and the amazing thing that I'm seeing is he's making the Clippers play at his own pace. He's not rushing nothing, and he's just leading this offense, which he's been doing the whole season. That's why they're the best offensive team ever. But he's just making the Clippers play at his own pace, and he's cooking 2 of the best defenders of all time. First of all, he's killing Kawhi, he's killing Paul George, and I was like, yo, they're 2 of the best wing defenders of all time, and he's cooking them. His second year, his first playoff, he's dominating them. He had 43 points yesterday. 43, 17 rebounds, and 13 assists. First playoff series, 4th game, dominated the Clippers. I didn't even say the main part. He had a freaking sprained ankle. He just sprained his ankle on Friday. It was a game time decision, so they really didn't know if he was going to play. It was up to him. Came out, played. Kristoff didn't play, so they lose him with their second best player, who's also been playing like a freaking MVP in the bubble. Not a lot of people are realizing it, but he's been averaging 30 and 12 in the bubble, dominating. But just how good LUKA is, it gets overshadowed, which is nothing wrong with it. It's one of the best players in the league, and Kristoff is still one of the best players in the league. I'm happy that he's back to the 2017 Kristoff that I seen, that I was vouching for, saying he's better than AD than Giannis, but obviously those two are on a different tier now. But yeah, Kristoff still like that. But yeah, what was I saying? Kristoff didn't play. LUKA's hurt, and he comes out and drops 43, 17, and 12. Now, I'm just tell you the game. I got to react to this game, too. But let me tell you this. I was watching this at home first. I was watching it. The Clippers were furring them. They were killing them. Lou Williams came off the bench in 9 minutes, dropped 14 points. Just killing them. It was at a time. Luke was on the bench. the Clippers was up 55-31. I want to say LUKA subbed in. He was smiling. I was like, yo, what the heck? Like, y'all down by a lot. You out here smiling. He was stretching. I was like, yeah, go stretch because your ankle, like, you hurt it bad. It looked bad. But, like, out here smiling, talking to Doc Rivers, like, all cool and collected. Like, yo, what the hell is you smiling for? 5 minutes later, it's 57-55. Like, yo, what? Like, yo, he just came in. And it's not like he scored all them points. He was dishing it, giving it to everybody, making sure to get everybody involved. And it was like, it was so amazing to watch. Like, this young kid is dominating one of the best put-together teams we've seen in a minute. Come on, they got Patrick Beverly. He didn't play yesterday, but they got him. They got Marcus Morris, Kawhi, PG, Lou Williams, Ivica Zubac, Landry Sherman. Like, this is a great team. And, like, they're a team that, like, it should be them finals all the way. Like, nobody should mess with them. LUKA is killing this team. This is like top 3 defensive team in the league. The Clippers are, and LUKA is killing them. He's killing them. And then when you look at it, it's not even just LUKA. Trey Burke, he's having a resurgence. He had 20 points yesterday. He took Kawhi off a mean ISO. It was nasty. I had to save that. And then he had this one tough layup on Landry Sherman. Like, I've been with Trey Burke ever since Michigan. And then he just came. I've been with Trey Burke and Tim Hardaway ever since Michigan. They were dominating the NCAA tournament, and they both came into the NBA. And that's when I was young, so I thought, oh, they're gonna be great in college. They was great in college. They're gonna be great in the NBA. That didn't happen, but they both playing the way I thought they was gonna be playing coming out of college. Trey Burke is being a great backup point guard. Even though he started yesterday, started at the 2, and like he's decent. Like, he's really good. He's really good. Tim Hardaway is finally playing like I've been wanting him to play for so long, shooting the ball, and he gives a lot of effort on defense. I like to see his hunger on defense. He's like a person that's always locked in on defense. I don't really see him get scored that much. Like, he's a decent defender to me, and he's adding more to his game than just shooting. Like, he can drive, he can take you off the dribble. Like, that's something I'm happy that he finally got in his bag. Seth Curry the same way. He's getting in his bag too. I might as well just tell you what happened. I'm not gonna cuss, but this is what happened. So, listen, Paul George. We'll talk about him later, but Paul George, ex-girlfriend is Doc Rivers' daughter. Doc Rivers is Paul George's coach. Well, now Doc Rivers' his daughter is Seth Curry's wife. So that's just weird. So Seth Curry gave Paul George a bucket. And he looked down and he said, "You're B.A. B-I-T-C-H." He called him a B. I was like, hey, yo, my boy Seth. Seth started turning up. He was giving Landry Sherman buckets. He was giving him buckets. Yo, Seth Curry, I just love to see his projection. Because last year, I seen some of it. I was like, all right, he can be a good little 3-and-D wing. But, like, he's just adding, like, way more to his game, his mid-range. People don't know that he is one of the best shooters of all time. He just added everything to his game. I love seeing his improvement. And I love his tenacity yesterday. He had everybody watching. It was his birthday. He had his wife as a virtual fan, so that's funny. Like Paul George's ex was really watching him, but she wasn't watching him. She was watching her husband now. Yeah, Steph Curry. Aisha, Seidel's boyfriend Damian Lee that plays for the Wizards. If you don't know what that is, he's a decent player. I like him. He had his mom, his dad. Yeah, everybody watching the game. So. Yeah, that was really fun to watch. But like I said, like Steph Curry was dogging yesterday. A person that's so slept on in the league is Maxi Kleber. Maxi Kleber it's not even offense with him. Like, he missed a couple of shots yesterday that he usually makes. Like, he's usually a decent shooter coming off a pick and roll with LUKA, or LUKA would drive and Maxi would be in the corner. He'll usually make them most of the time. Yesterday he wasn't hitting that, but like, this dude is a center guarding Kawhi, and of course Kawhi's Kawhi. He's still gonna get his bucket. But every time Maxi Kleber would be like just dogging Kawhi on defense, like, he just be strapping him up. But it's Kawhi. Kawhi's gonna make that. It's Kawhi. But he just be playing so good defense on Kawhi, and I don't know. He's just a great overall defender. Like, he can guard 1 through 5, and like, that's a person that I really didn't think about when I said that a long time ago. Players that can guard 1 through 5, but like Maxi Kleber can guard 1 through 5, And I just love his defense. Dorian Finney-Smith's also a person that can do that. Not probably at an elite level, but Finney-Smith is a great player, can shoot, can take it to the basket. Is a good defender. Not great, but like really good defender. And this team's just so well rounded. You got Boban. Sometimes Boban be coming off the bench and just be saving them sometimes because it's hard to guard them. But like with the Mavericks, is they like to play fast to like where they get a lot of shots up. You can't really do that with Boban because he's slow. But like when he come in there, sometimes he be getting his stuff. JJ Barea comes in sometimes, be a great floor general. He did that yesterday. Justin Jackson, I became a big fan of him. I just like how smart he plays, even though he doesn't get a lot of minutes. I just like how smart he plays, and he's always consistent when he does get those minutes. So this Mavericks team, they got a lot. Like I don't know, even though they're having a great series, I don't think they're gonna beat this Clippers series. But I would not be surprised if they come out next year and win that championship. I wouldn't, because to me, I think the only thing this team needs is like a defensive anchor next to LUKA and Kristaps, even though Kristaps is a really good defender. Like, if you give this team Robert Covington or Victor Oladipo, this team's a championship contender to me. Like, Robert Covington been dogging at the 5, and he's a 3. He been dogging. He's a perfect player for this team. He just stick defense and be there when Luka's pass you the ball to shoot 3. He's perfect because he's not a person that's going to take the ball out of Luka or Kristaps, man. He's not that person at all. Like, that would be a great lineup. You got Luka, Tim Hardaway, or Seth Curry. Then you got Rocco at the 3, Maxi Kleber at the 4, Kristaps at the 5. Like that's a dominant lineup to me. That's a dominant lineup. But yeah, Luka dogged him yesterday. Lou Williams was carrying the Clippers off, cause Kawhi had he was like 9 to 22. He had a decent game. It wasn't no Paul George game. He still got his 30. Paul George had he was 2 for 12. Last 3 games, averaging 11 points. You supposed to be playoff P. You supposed to be a top 20 player. You doing this in the playoffs? Come on, bro. Come on. I'm not even gonna get on him because the internet doing it enough. Like he getting a lot of hate. But yeah, Lou Williams was carrying. Lou Williams came in 14 points in 9 minutes. Like, he was dogging. And then I wanted him to get the last shot in the regular. Like when there was like 10 seconds left and Kawhi got the last shot, I was like, yo, Kawhi hasn't really been doing that good. Why don't you just feed it to the person that's been doing real good? That's been dogging. I don't understand that to me. I didn't understand that from Doc Rivers. And plus, Lou Williams is a clutch shot maker. My fault. Lou Williams is a clutch shot maker, so I was confused why he didn't get the last shot. I'm pretty sure he would have made that because he had Trey Burke on him. Trey Burke had an amazing game, but Trey Burke is not fucking sorry. Trey Burke is not messing with Lou Williams at all. It's not happening. It's not. But that was a really good game. Came down to a buzzer beater. LUKA made it. I was in a burger shop with my friends. I was like, we was watching. I was like, yo, he not making this. My friend Nasir, he was like, yo, I don't know. I was just saying like, yo, like they're not a clutch team. Like you seen it. They was up by like 5 or 40 seconds left, and the Clippers just came back. And I was like, yo, this team sucks in the clutch. I'm telling you, they gonna choke. Went to the overtime. They didn't choke. LUKA was consistent, hit the last 3 shots, and I was like, all right, I need to see this every time, LUKA, because this is the only person I see other than Giannis and LeBron that can challenge Jordan for that GOAT spot. Like, LUKA started this early. He's starting, like, doing legendary stuff early. Giannis not doing legendary stuff early, but, like, he just so dominant. Like, when it come down to it, if he get 3 rings and a couple more MVPs, he will be the best ever. It's just the way how dominant Giannis is. It's something I've never seen before other than Shaq. It's amazing. It's amazing. But like I said, LUKA has a chance to be the best ever. LeBron, to some people, might be the best ever, but like LUKA's doing this in his 2nd year. Imagine what it's going to be like in his 15th year, when he definitely is going to have a lot of championships, hopefully, and barring injury, knock on wood, when he's have a lot of championships, a lot of MVPs. Like he could be the best ever soon. But that's enough with that series, man. That's a great series. That come on. Next game come on tomorrow. Hopefully Kristaps plays. But even if he don't, man, LUKA might do it again. He might do it again. But another series that's just 2 series that just ended. Celtics versus 76ers and Nets versus the Toronto Raptors. So I'm talking about the Celtics one. I feel bad for Joel Embiid, man. He went out there, played his heart out. Oh, hopefully Tobias Harris is good. He had a really nasty injury. Like, he smacked the mess out of his head. had blood coming out of his face. That looks scary. I only watched it once, and I can watch stuff like that, but I was like, nah, I can't watch that. That look nasty. So prayers up to him, but like, yeah, they got swept. He didn't really have a good series, but I've been listening to a podcast, and I've been feeling like one of the people from the podcast, Derek, this dude from a podcast named Through the Wire, is named Derek. I've been feeling like him. I was like, yo, Tobias Harris is trash. But then the other dude on the podcast was like, he said, like, people only think that because he's getting paid $180 million, which is a max contract, which players like LeBron, KD, like upper echelon players get paid that money, and that's the only reason why people think he's trash. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Like, he just overpaid as hell. He just really overpaid. But that's the 76ers' fault, so I'm not going to blame that on him because his impact has never been $180 million worth at all. But Joel Embiid, I felt bad for him. He's carrying them, had 30 and 15 twice, I think, in this series. I felt bad for him. He like every interview he had, he just looked depressed. And I think he want to get out of there so bad. I kind of hope he do. I want him on like. Ooh, I was thinking about the Mavericks. I got something about them. But yeah, I want Joel Embiid on a different team. Like I said, I'd rather build that team with Ben Simmons. I just feel like it would be easier. But Toronto, they swept the Nets. That was coming. Karis LeVert had a decent series. Probably upped his trade interest. If the Nets thought about trading him, he probably upped it because he had a really decent series, really good playoff series. For him to be like the best player on his team, he had a really good series. Raptors had the bench. Their bench scored 100 points. That's amazing. That's amazing. They had 150 points and the bench scored 100. That's amazing. That's why I'm trying to tell you that bench is so deep, and it's like players you don't even know that just fit on that system, and it's just amazing to me. But we're gonna have the Celtics versus the Raptors. I don't know. Hopefully, Kyle Lowry did get hurt. He twisted his ankle himself. Hopefully he comes back. So what if he had a LUKA game? But hopefully he comes back for the first game. Hopefully it's not so bad. And I don't know who's going to win that series because Kemba was killing the 76ers. And he looked like Charlotte Kemba. So I don't know what type of Kemba we going to get. I don't know. I just feel like if I was to have to pick, I'll do that later. But this would be a hard series to pick. Hard series. Indiana versus the Heat. He look like one of the best teams in the league to me. They just sticking to their game. Just defense, shooting, playing fast, getting all gritty and stuff. Like, they just a hard team to play because they get under your skin so well. They stopped the hottest hand in the league, T.J. Warren. He's back to his old self, and not like his own self was trash. Like, he's still shooting 50% from the field, which is amazing, averaging 18 points. Like, that's still good. But, like, he was averaging 30, 33, and 50% from the field. So they slowed that shit down. They slowed that down real quick. Victor Oladipo having a decent series, so I'm happy that he's playing, but, like, it's not doing too much. Miami's on a different level. They're on a different level. But my Lakers play tonight. Want to see that? We're gonna wear black jerseys for Kobe. I like that. Forgot about one of the best games so far. What the hell? Oh, Denver Nuggets versus the Utah Jazz. That boy Donovan Mitchell. He trying to prove something. He's trying to prove something. Dropped another 50 ball. Jamal Murray dropped a 50 ball. I'm happy to see that because I was a player. I was a person that's been saying like, yo, I don't like Jamal Murray for this team, and I still kind of don't. But I just feel like what I've been told by like other people, like I wanted Drew Holiday to run this team with Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. But it does make sense because they can trade for Drew Holiday without trading Jamal Murray. So might as well just get Drew Holiday to fit next to those three players and Jamal Murray, Jokic, and Michael Porter Jr. And then like they'll be a hard team to beat. So, and I was just a player. I was just a person that was like I just wanted to see Jamal Murray on the Heat, like a perfect person for the Heat. But like I said, it would be cool if they can get Drew Holiday because Jamal Murray showed me a lot. And this Nuggets team still showed me a lot. Even though they're not doing so good, Jokic's not having really a great playoff season. Like, they still show me, like, it's a bright future. Like, I talked about it a couple podcasts ago. It's a bright future. But, yeah, Donovan Mitchell, he proven. He heard the noise. People saying he not even on Devin Booker level. He heard that. He's not just scoring. He playmaking out here. Like, stuff that he needed to do to up his game up. Like everybody's been through this. Every great shooting guard except Klay Thompson been through it. Klay Thompson really didn't have to do this because he's always been Klay, like always been great. But like James Harden, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. James Harden was playing the point guard. Devin Booker was playing the point guard. John Wall went out, so Bradley Beal had to play the point guard. Like Michael Conley went out, Donovan Mitchell played the point guard. Now they've all of them learned how to play make, and that's what Donovan Mitchell needed to learn, and he's learning it. And now it just looks like second nature to him, where he's not forcing shots even when he's hot. And when he gets hot, he gets hot. And I say that all the time. When he gets hot, out of a lot of players in this league, nobody gets hot like him. When he gets hot, he gets hot, and usually he'll just keep chucking because he's hot. But he's like, I'm just seeing it like. He'll get high, but then you'll see somebody in the corner or somebody open, and he'll make that pass because that's a pass. That's a smarter play, and that's the play you need to make. And it's just like it just upped his game even more, and it just made him look different in the playoffs. He just looked different. I thought this series was gonna be over in like 5 Nuggets, but it looked like it's about to be over in 5 for the Jazz, and that's wild. I think I touched every series. I think so. But the big thing that happened over the week is the draft lottery. So if you don't know what that is, that's just to see who gets the number 1 pick and down to like the 14th pick, and it's like out of like teams that had like a bad season. So first team that got the number 1 pick, Timberwolves. The Warriors got the 2nd, Hornets got the 3rd, the Bulls got the 4th, the Cavs got the 5th, the Hawks got the 6th, Detroit got 7, New York got the 8th, Washington Wizards got the 9th, Phoenix got 10th, San Antonio had 11, Sacramento had 12, Pelicans had 13, and the Celtics had 14. So basically what I'm going to do right now is just say who I think they should pick at that spot, because I watch college, and like most of these players I know from high school, so I just follow them to college. So I'm gonna pick off fit right now, but like stuff like you might not know, like the Warriors, I think they definitely want to trade that pick because they don't want to add no young player. They probably just want to use that pick to go get a star, which they can. That's the number 2 pick. Who else might trade? The Cavs just said they're gonna trade that pick. They don't want no more young players. The Hawks, they can trade it because like they just need one player that can put them over the level so they can be playoff contenders. Washington, they might not. Well, they gonna want that pick. Phoenix might not want that pick. Sacramento might not want their pick. Like a lot of teams might trade out of the picks that they got, but I'm just gonna go off who would fit right now without trades. So to me, number 1, I think unanimous Anthony Edwards. You don't know who he is. Guard from Georgia. He's just a guard that can score. 6'6" guard, has great defensive potential because he has great wingspan, great speed. But like sometimes you can see the effort is not there on defense. But like I said, that's potential. Like it can go up. And just his scoring potential. Well, he's already a great scorer, but like his potential is James Harden level. Like his scoring is amazing, and his hunger for basketball is different. Like you can see, like he got that killer instinct, but like I want that to transfer to both sides of the ball, and I just feel like he'll fit perfect next to D'Angelo Russell because you need a defensive person next to him and somebody that can score. Also, he'll fit right next to Cat, and that's just a great young big 3 in D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, and Karl-Anthony Towns. I just feel like that fits perfectly. And next pick, if the Warriors keep their pick, I feel like they'll take James Wiseman out of Memphis. 7'1" center. It just makes sense. Can rebound, run the floor, can shoot, can create his own shot. It just makes sense for this team. They never really had a good center. I feel like James Wiseman. It's going to take him. It's going to take him not a long time, like a couple years to be really good. But like he has like really good potential at his position. Number 3. This might be weird, but like the Hornets, they got Devontae Graham and Anthony Edwards. If they had number 1, I feel like they'll take Anthony Edwards. But like I don't see them taking LaMelo. Like LaMelo next to Devontae Graham, that sounds like cake. Like whoever's playing them, they're going to score 80 points on them because both of them cannot stick a lick of defense. So I don't think they're going to do that. They need a center, so I think they're going to take the dude from USC, Nneka Okongwu, a great energy player to me. A great energy player, can great on defense, can shoot mid-range. Not really a great three-point shooter, but like a good mid-range shooter, a good pick and roller, can roll to the basket and catch those alley-oops. A really good player, really good person at doing that. And I feel like that's just perfect for them right now. They can get rid of Cody Zeller's contract. He think he's making like $17 million. They can get rid of that and just start over with this young center. But 4, I think is perfect for this team. I just talked about him. LaMelo Ball. I think for the Bulls, LaMelo Ball is perfect. A playmaking guard next to Zach LaVine, so he won't have the ball in his hands all the time. He can get set up by LaMelo. LaMelo can also spot up, shoot. Now his shooting percentages did look terrible when he was in Australia, but like with the development system in the NBA, I think that's going to go up. I think it's going to go up. So yeah, I think LaMelo Ball is a perfect fit for this team, and he also has defense potential. Like it's 6'7", but like a 7'1" wingspan. Like he got potential. He just got also with Anthony Edwards, he has to want it on the defensive side as much as he wants it on the offensive side. Number 5 is this my team, the Cavs. Danny Avdija from, I think it's Slovenia. What? He has LUKA potential. That's why I want him. He has LUKA potential. And plus he can play make his ass off at the 3. He can play make, and that's all the Cavs need because we don't have no playmaker. Darius is starting to become a playmaker, but like Denny is a playmaker right now. Can shoot. He's already really good. To me, he's good on defense. Can run the floor. Like I said, he can be the point guard of this team if he wanted to. He can be the point guard. To me, his shooting's not up there. Like Luka's shooting not up there either. So he just got to work on his shooting. But like everybody's going to have to work on his shooting. So this shooting, and other than that, like he's the perfect player that we need. A playmaking 3 next to Colin Sexton and Darius Garland that can spread the floor. And that can also run the team when you put those 2 on the bench. Number 6 to me, perfect pick for the Hawks is Devin Vassell from Florida State. I don't really think Kevin Huerter, the person that the Hawks got right now, I don't think he's a player to where you see Devin Vassell be like, nah, we got Kevin. We don't need Devin because they play the same position. I don't think you should pass on Devin Vassell, who's a player that can play defense at an elite level, can shoot at an elite level. And the one thing that he's not really good at is scoring, but like they don't really need that. They got Trey, they got John Collins, they got Cam Reddish for that. So this is a perfect person next to Trae Young, John Collins, and all them. And I don't think you should pass up on that because you have Kevin Huerter now. You can keep Kevin, but like all he really does, and no offense to his game, is just shoot. Sometimes on defense he's there, sometimes he's not. But like if it's not for shooting, he's not really there at all. So I just feel like Devin Vassell is the person that they need for this team, because he can shoot, plays elite defense already, probably the best defender, him or Isaac Okoro. And I don't know, I just feel like that's a perfect pick for this Hawks team. Like they've been doing this for the last few years, getting 3-and-D wings that can fit next to Trae Young and John Collins. So I feel like you should keep going with that. Number 7, Killian Hayes. For this team, they want LaMelo. The Knicks, Detroit, Phoenix, Bulls, like they all want LaMelo. They all want LaMelo because he's a great point guard and probably the best in the draft. But I feel like this is second best right here. This is a scoring point guard, so it would be kind of hard for players it'd be kind of hard for teams because they looking for like scoring point guards that can also facilitate. Killian Hayes, he's a really good passer. He he's not really a playmaker yet, but you see the flashes. Like his passes when he passes is really good. He's really good pick and roll passer. I've noticed that watching his highlights. Really good pick and roll passer. He can shoot. He also has defense potential. He's 6'5", 6'5" point guard. And I don't know, like Detroit, they should just draft any position, the best available, because they really don't have nothing right now. Christian Wood is good, but he's up for a contract. Luke Kennard is good on offense, the worst defender in the league. Check the stats. So they should just draft anything right now, to be honest with you. Yeah, number 8, Cole Anthony, hometown hero for the New York Knicks. They should draft Cole Anthony. A good scoring point guard himself, can shoot, can take it to the basket, really explosive. I like that from him, but I just want to see more from his defensive side. I don't really see him taking this franchise anywhere. I mean, you can say that about all these players. Like, none of these players have superstar potential to me. It's gonna take longer for them to grow. Like last year, you knew, all right, Ja, Zion, they got superstar potential. Year before that, DeAndre Ayton, Marvin Bagley. I don't care what nobody says. He still might have superstar potential. And LUKA, Trae Young, like superstar potential. Like you don't really know you don't know nobody from this draft class that you can say, all right, they got superstar potential. But next, Washington, I see them drafting Isaac Okoro from Auburn, a really great 3-and-D wing. He has to work on his shot. It's not the best, but like he can shoot it. Great energy player. Probably the best defender in this draft class, and he just fits perfectly next to John Wall, Rui Hachimura, Bradley Beal, and I feel like you plug him in, and this team's right back in the playoffs. That's all they really need is a 3-and-D wing after they gave up Kelly Oubre and Otto Porter. That was stupid. But number 10, Tyrese Halliburton, I think I got. Yeah, no, number 10, Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin fits so perfect next to DeAndre Ayton, a great post player, brings energy. He's gonna have to work on his defense a little, but I see DeAndre Ayton becoming to an elite defender. So I like that. Obi Toppin can spread the floor, and I don't know, he's just dominating the post sometimes. But I just feel like that's perfect for him, because him and a D-Book pick and roll can be amazing, because D-Book can pass now, so it alley hoops all day, and he can fade out, shoot the three. Like, that's perfect next to DeAndre Ayton. 11 now. I think this is where I got Tyrese Halliburton. Damn, my fault. This is where I got Tyrese Halliburton at. Yeah, Tyrese Halliburton. To me, he's like a perfect Spurs player. And I know they got Derek White, DeJounte Murray, but I feel like Tyrese Halliburton is a perfect Spurs player, like a person that is not so flashy. Not stats don't come out the paper, like they're not amazing, but like a great passer to me. Like his passes to me are next level. Like, I like his passes. Definitely has defense potential. 6'6" point guard, can shoot at a high clip. And he just fit. To me, I think he'll fit perfectly next to DeJounte Murray. That defensive tandem will be amazing. And then he adds stuff that DeJounte doesn't have. Like he can shoot, he can also score. DeJounte can score, but like I think I can say Tyrese is a better scorer than him. And he's a really fast player. I like the pace that he plays in. So I feel like that's a perfect fit for the San Antonio team, just to like bring another image. Because to me, I don't think Coach Pop coming back. So like, this whole system's about to change, so it's gonna be crazy to watch. But number 12 is Sacramento, and I think they're gonna draft Tyrese Maxey. And I say that because they're gonna trade Buddy Hield, because he just doesn't like it there. They're gonna sign Bogdan or Bojan Bogdanovic. No, it's Bogdan. They're gonna sign Bogdan Bogdanovic. So him and Tyrese gonna go for them shooting guard minutes. But like Tyrese is a great scorer at his size. Is 6'2", great scorer, great defender at his size too, and brings the effort on that side, on the defense side of the ball that I really like that from him. One thing he can really improve on is his playmaking. His handles are there. He can run the floor. He can shoot at a high clip, and I just feel like he'll fit perfectly next to De'Aaron Fox. Cause both of them really good defense to me. But number 13 is the Pelicans, and that's where I think they're going to take Nico Mannion. I've been on Nico since high school. Red Mama. I love Nico Mannion. And reason why I say they're going to take a point guard is a point guard. I don't think I've been naming these players' positions, and I'm sorry for that, but I'll show you the highlights and their pictures, and you can probably tell. But yeah, Nico is a point guard, and the reason why I say that is because like I've been hearing rumors like they gonna trade Lonzo, and that's crazy to me. Like he had a great season, and I guess they just gonna just watch the bubble and be like, oh, he played trash in the bubble. All right, we gotta get him out of here now. And I'm like, I don't know. I'll wait it out another season to see if he's good. But I feel like they'll draft Nico, a good playmaking guard that can shoot in, that can score. Needs to work. He's decent on playmaking. He can work on it a little bit more. Definitely gonna have to work on his defense. But like he gives effort on that side of the ball. And I feel like he'll fit perfectly next to Zion and Brandon Ingram. And then my last pick for this team, for this draft, which is the Boston Celtics. They're gonna draft Precious Achua, a person that I think can play the center position if he gets big, but his defensive potential is skyrocket. 6'9", long forward. Really upped his offensive game this season. Can shoot. Not really a scorer, but like off the pick and roll is going to be amazing with him and Kemba. The defensive upside is up there to me. He's a person that's going to be able to guard 1 through 5. I just like his game so much. I feel like it fits perfectly next to this Boston team because they need a big man and also a big man that can run the floor, that can play fast like the Celtics like to play, and I feel like that's perfect for them. But that's basically it now. That's it for this episode, man. Let me know how I did. I feel like that's a great mock draft. I'm gonna show you the highlights. I know I didn't talk about players long enough, so I don't know if I can show you a lot of highlights like I usually do. But I'm gonna show you the highlights. And like I said, RP Kobe. I'll be back sometime this week, if not next week. I'm gonna start doing more reactions. I just been doing a lot of stuff lately. Been going out a lot more times with my friends, but I gotta make this YouTube stuff my priority. So hold me up to it, man. So